Episode 18. Episode 18. Look at us.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at us.
No longer a minor. The
We care
podcast
about
is no
this.
longer a minor.
Yes. Soccerholics podcast with João and Rob.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna like what I'm gonna say right now, but you are now beating me in our who can go to more games this year
Yes, sir.
competition. I think you're 2 games ahead of me now, or is it 3?
No, it's 2. 2 games clear.
Yeah. You went this weekend or Monday, right?
Monday.
Tell us about it, Rob. You bastard. And I say that with love.
Yes.
And jealousy. But
Oh, yeah.
tell us about your footy experience. Where'd you go?
I got to look up how many Germany games I've been to now. But,
Yeah, 50. You're up to, it's 50 matches.
no, yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
about like specifically Germany games. But Monday in Stuttgart, Germany versus Ghana, which is pretty legit. It's a friendly, had no implications on anything whatsoever.
That's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah,
There's still a lot of jealousy. I don't know if you can feel it over here, but there's still a little jealousy in the air floating around me. That's amazing. That's amazing.
You got the World Cup coming up. You might be able to get some tickets.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe. I mean, you might have to sell a leg.
I was gonna say I need maybe two more jobs.
Yeah. But
I'm a working class hero, Rob.
this is true.
All right.
This is true. I was amazed at how many people from Ghana showed up at this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people from Ghana that live in Germany, but
Yeah.
it was crazy. Like I drove to my mother-in-law's house, and then we took the train from there. And once we got, 2 stops away from Stuttgart, there was just a whole bunch of people wearing Ghana Black Stars jersey that were
Yeah.
getting on.
Did they bring the horns from like the 2010 World Cup with the?
You know what? Those vuvuzelas, there were some of those. Yeah, there were some of those in the stadium.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I like games when they're loud.
Yeah,
A lot more fun.
And oh my God, these guys were loud. So you could definitely see a difference in how Germans enjoy their game and how people from Ghana enjoy their games. It's night and day. I will say it is. Germans are pretty reserved. They save their celebrations.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh man, they save their celebrations for moments that are huge.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
The people from Ghana, not so much.
Yeah.
It was like every time something happened, like a pass,
Whoa.
it was. And don't let like somebody put like a skill move on. Oh my God, you would have thought they won the World Cup. It was
That's
crazy.
amazing.
And so the section that we were sitting in, during the game, there really is no separation between the fans. So you have Germans and Ghanaians like mixed together.
Yeah.
And so there's just noise and flags.
But it was cordial, right? I mean, because it was a friendly and there was no friction, or was there beer flying around still? Like
No, there's no beer. I didn't see any beer flying. Not where I was sitting. But I will say that the section that I was in, there was this like empty seat in front of us, and a guy just walked up and was like, "Is anybody sitting there?" And he was a Ghana fan.
Yeah.
And it was mostly German fans around us. There was a couple like on the other side of the aisle, and he was like, "Is anybody sitting here?" And the guy was like, "No, you can sit there." He instantly regretted telling this guy that he could sit there. As soon as he said it, because this guy did not stop making noise for like the first half. I'm talking like from like minute 13 to halftime. And it got to the point where the dad sitting there, he like started yelling at the guy. And I kind of felt bad for him, but it was lively. And it was a cool game. It's always cool to see Germany play in the Stuttgart Stadium. I think that's the 3rd time that I've seen them play in Stuttgart. It was tense, what was it? End of the first half penalty that Havertz took, and then they equalized probably 10, 20 minutes into the second half. And then the man, Dennis Undav, was able to win it for Germany.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that's crazy. So the Germany coach in the media, he was saying, well, I don't know who's going to be my starters. He basically, he was kind of BSing, but he knows who he wants to have play.
Yeah.
But
you don't want to give away all your tricks before the game. It's like, a military strike. You don't want to go on, CNN and say, "Here's what we're going to do, everybody. Here's what we're going to do."
This is true. The problem I have with him is that he has his favorites, and his favorites aren't that good. I mean, I don't want to say they're not good. They are. but they're not Dennis Undav. Dennis Undav is the top scoring German in the Bundesliga. You know, I mean, he's like in the top 5 in like, you know, some of the top 5 leagues or however you want to, you know, spice it up. Without penalties, I think, because I don't think he's taken a single penalty this year, he is the top scorer in the Bundesliga. Harry Kane just gets every penalty for Bayern. And people were chanting his name. He didn't come on until like, I don't know, the 70th minute or something like that. But the stadium was chanting his name every time Germany missed a shot. Every time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's your guy.
It was,
and that's your guy. Did you stand up and go, that's my guy? That's my guy.
I did. He pointed to me while I was standing in the stands. He was like, "Hey, Rob, hey!"
But then the Ghana guy got in the way.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, he was gone by then. But yeah, it was cool.
It is cool. I would not have the guts if I were the guy from Ghana. I would not want to sit around. I remember watching this like one video where I don't know what match it was, and I you know, it was just like one of those like, you know, what do you call it, doom scrolling, you know, things, you know, and you're seeing every soccer thing, and there was like one where like this woman who's was wearing the, you know, the opposing team's jersey was like, it seemed like she was in like the supporting section of the other team, and they were all facing her. Like, you know, facing away from the pitch and facing her, and then like, you know, dancing and chanting like at her. Yeah, she's just kind of like frozen. That's like my nightmare. That's like my absolute nightmare. In most cases, like again, when I go as a neutral, I'm, you know, I wear, you know, usually just like a black t-shirt and
chill,
no colors, nothing. And I'm just here for the game. Yeah, you know, don't talk to me.
Oh yeah.
I might give it away during the game, you know, with some yelling. I do tend to yell at games, but yeah, I don't want to be. I don't want anybody pointing. Yeah, I don't want to like that mother.
Yeah, because it's like you're in a room full of vampires and you're the only human.
Yeah, like when we did the Italy game, like I really did. I was like, I remember like doing a lot of research on like, where should a neutral sit? Where can I stay away from the ultras? You know, I want to be. I'm closer to like a German footy spectator where I like it in the more reserved area. You know, and you yell when things happen, like you know. Oh, yeah. But that's about it. You know, that's kind of where I am. Are you the same way?
Oh yeah. Well, for the most part.
Except you're in my supporting section.
Yeah, I have
constantly.
A couple times. Well, no, I did like 3 times this year, I guess, so far. But yeah,
not me, man. Not me.
Listen, I like to sit. I like to have a beer. I like to stand up when a goal is scored. Do my little clapping. That's about it. Yeah.
But we should talk about the World Cup, I think, and I think we should have some breaking news music here, because breaking news. Italy did not, and I repeat, did not qualify for the World Cup, for the 2026 World Cup. There will not be any Italians playing in the game. No Donnarumma. No Donnarumma.
Nope.
No Nicole Barrera. No Federico Chiesa. No Alessandro Bastioni. No Sandro Tonali. No Federico De Marco. No Gianluca Samaca. No Destiny Undogi. Undogia. I gotta work on that one. No Riccardo Calafiore. I mean,
that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite Italian last names. Calafiore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's good for Liverpool. Maybe they'll play. You know, well, I guess the World Cup is off season, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, 3 consecutive World Cups. That's like insane.
Yeah, that's
like,
bad.
No. What happened? They won the World Cup, and then they never came back.
Nosedive. Like I said before we came on, they haven't made it out of the group stage since they won it in 2026. And you know, I hate to say this, but they barely won it in 2006. If Zidane does not headbutt whoever that was for talking about his sister, I think France wins that World Cup. But yeah, Italy, they didn't make it out of the group stage in South Africa. They didn't do it in Brazil, and they haven't been back since. So they are on what the kids call the struggle bus. And
Well,
maybe we'll see
major. It's major. Maybe this is why when I was in Napoli, the game was 0-0. Though every time I tune back into a Napoli game, they're scoring 3-0. It drives me absolutely bonkers. I'm like, where were my goals? Where were
Kevin
my
De Bruyne?
goals?
I think he was hurt while you were there, right?
There was no there was no De Bruyne. There was no my guy Lukaku.
Is Lukaku? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he's playing anymore. He's constantly injured. I think he might be MLS Prime. I think he might be MLS Prime. Yeah,
he might be. I know he was dating what's her name, Megan Thee Stallion, recently, which is weird. But yeah, Italy is they're just not good. And because this is the biggest World Cup ever, it's even crazier that they're not there. Iraq qualified for the World Cup, but Italy did not.
Yeah, Bosnia, right?
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very interesting World Cup if it happens. I just cannot believe it. I expected them to be in there. I wonder, and I think about like the U.S. men's national team and whether or not, with how they're playing these days, whether they would even qualify. Because I know that obviously they automatically qualify. They're co-hosting with Canada and Mexico, so those two nations also automatically qualify. But do you think the U.S. men's national team would qualify? Rob, tell us. What are you thinking? Pochettino, is he the Pochettino for the U.S.?
I don't know. After this last game that the U.S. played, it's not looking too good.
No.
What that game they got destroyed. What was it, 5-2 by Belgium the other day?
Yeah.
They actually looked good in the first half. In my opinion, they looked really good in the first half.
I don't think they ever looked good.
I don't know what happened after that. I don't know. And so, I don't know. This is an expanded World Cup, so there's there's a lot more teams. There's gonna be a lot more games that are not good, especially to start. I just hope that the U.S. is not part of that. But because it's so big, and the top 8 best third place teams move on as well. Hopefully, because our group is kind of rough. We got Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey.
I'm gonna call it now. Breaking news again. Breaking news. Add the breaking news song. I don't think the U.S. men's national team get out of the group stage in the World Cup. I'm calling it now. On episode 18 of Soccerholics, the podcast, U.S. men's national team don't make it through the group stage. I'm not saying at all that that's what I want. I want them I want them to win the World Cup. That's Pochettino's goal here, right? I want them to win the World Cup, but it's not going to happen. But I don't think they. I don't know. It's not enough prep, group, friendlies are friendlies, right? I mean, I know you still put yourself into it and it's still practice, but it's not like when you're qualifying, you're in or you're out. So you goals wins games. You gotta win.
We just got in because we're hosting. Yeah.
And I just don't see. I mean, especially after that Belgium, they're gonna play teams like Belgium in the World Cup. And you got they outbested them because they're better side.
I think looking at it was Group D. I think we got to get one of each. One win, one draw, one loss, and then we'll qualify. We'll move on. But it's hard to see. Australia is not that much different than the United States. I think their team is a little bit better. In my personal opinion, I mean, I got to look to see where the U.S. is ranked right now. We're probably ranked something crazy, 15th or something, which is just bonkers to even think about. But Paraguay, that's a tough team. That is a tough team to play. And Turkey, I mean, yes, the game's not going to be in Turkey, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah. I'm looking it up. I'm doing the research while you're talking, Rob.
Yeah. Okay. But I think it is going to be difficult.
15.
I don't want to say it's a group.
Which isn't terrible. 15.
15, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
Just under Colombia, so we're not, and it's funny, it was Italy, which I don't know if this has been updated, is 13. They're two ahead of the U.S. and didn't qualify. But 15, I would say, out of X amount of nations, which is 200 and whatever the hell.
211, I think, or something like that.
I mean, I would say 15 ain't bad.
Yeah, but
it's a CONCACAF
I also
thing, right?
think that's
CONCACAF.
I don't think that's true.
Sucks butt.
Yeah. So are we the highest rated CONCACAF team, or is Canada ahead of us on that list? Because I would think Canada. If Canada, where's Canada and Mexico? Because I think that'll.
According to this, roughly right now, Spain, Argentina, France, England, Brazil, Portugal, Netherlands, Morocco, Belgium, Germany, Croatia, Senegal. Thank you, Sadio Mane. I love you. And Italy, Colombia, then the United States.
So we're the highest CONCACAF team. Okay,
yep.
I don't know. I mean, okay, I guess. I don't know if that sounds, it is a FIFA ranking. So I don't know if that has something to do with trying to please a certain person. And give them a peace prize. I don't know.
We're number one. We're number one. Why are we 15? Mexico. So Mexico is directly underneath, supposedly, to the U.S. At 16, and then Canada is in the 29th spot in the rankings.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I don't see it. I mean, and it might be one of those things. Like, let me tell you a quick story. When I was a kid growing up, and I was living in New York. This is before I liked. Oh, sorry. Exactly. This is before I liked, American football.
Yep.
And to me, this is back when the Giants were really, really good. They had like Lawrence Taylor and all these other Phil Simms and all these really good players. But for me, because they were like my home team, I was like, they're not really that good. I remember saying that. I was like, Phil Simms is not Joe Montana. You know what I mean? I remember specifically saying that, it was like the players from other teams seemed so much better than the team that was my home team. And yeah, I've never been a Giants fan. They were just the team that was there because nobody likes the Jets. And they were just a team that was there. And I just always thought that the players at other teams were just so much better than the play. And that might be something that I'm seeing here with the U.S.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we don't have many. I mean, a lot of our players play in Europe, but they're not big names like that. I mean, Pulisic, he's doing his thing at AC Milan.
I would say out of almost any U.S. player, American player, I would say he's the most successful, right? I mean, he's playing for Milan, AC Milan, and he's like one of the top scorers, I think. He's a top dog in the Serie A. Yeah. I don't think that a lot of I know, like, obviously, like Donovan played for Everton, and I think he was in other places in Europe, and I think what's his face? Man, I should never do that. I should never do that thing where
you talking about Clint Dempsey?
Yeah, thank you, Dempsey.
He played for Fulham.
Yeah, he played for Fulham,
and then Tim Howard. Yes,
Everton.
But these guys are not those guys.
Yeah. But no, what I'm saying is Pulisic is closer to like a level of a leading world class player that comes out of the United States, where I think from in the past you have these other players who played better for the United States. I mean, like the 2014 squad with Dempsey and Donovan, and actually Donovan didn't make it. It was a 2010 squad. That was unbelievable.
That was a good team,
and it was a fight. It was like a fight. Like, they were bloody. I mean, like, literally, I remember, like, and it was exciting, and they had the red stripes, and they were like getting scrappy goals at the end, like whatever. Like, I feel like that doesn't exist anymore with this U.S. men's national team.
Yeah, no,
for a long time. Like, the fight's not there. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it, and I think that's what made them special. Is like they shouldn't be winning, and they're doing everything they can to do it, and then
they just can't do it. Yeah, I think too, because there's not a lot, like, I'm always looking for, where Americans are playing, but I don't know most of the guys on the U.S. team. I know, like, McKinney, I know Weah.
Yeah, Weston McKinney plays for Juventus.
Yep. Timothy Weah, he's in France.
Timothy
I don't know what team he's on now.
Yeah, I think he's is he PSG or
I don't know. I thought he was at like Lille or something, but but yeah, I mean, those are guys that I like kind of follow. The rest of them. So who's the goalkeeper? He used to play for the Revolution.
Yeah,
I can never remember his name.
The name is Turner.
Turner, yeah, but I couldn't tell you where he plays. I have no idea. But I can tell you where every single player, and this is bad, I hate to say this out loud, but I can tell you where every single player on the German national team plays.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you where.
Yeah, because they're mixing it up. Like they're trying to find something, and you're like, who's this kid? And you're hoping they do something, and you don't know who they are until they do something.
And then like
we used
Sargent.
to have star player, like again the Donovan, the Demseys, the Tim Howards, like we had a collective, that was like these guys are fun to watch, I can get behind these guys. Like I feel like we don't really have that.
Yeah, we're definitely missing that. And then because there's such an expectation, nobody expects the U.S. to win the World Cup, obviously, but fans do expect them to get out of the groups.
Yeah, no, so I hope so. But I'm saying here, episode 18 of Soccer Hogs, the podcast. They don't make it out. I don't want that to be true. I want them to prove me wrong. It's all about me in the end. That's where this is interesting. So here's a team who's not collectively doing well, right? But I think this is like maybe the first time where we're getting better. Like players individually are getting better. I mean, look where folks are playing. So you got Pulisic, who's in AC Milan. Mm-hmm. Giovanni Reina is playing for Dortmund. Dortmund? That's a college.
Dortmund. Yeah, you think about Dartmouth.
He goes to Dartmouth. Brendan Arison, Leeds United.
That's right.
So Timothy Weah, Lille. Yeah. Musaya, Arsenal. Tyler Adams, Leipzig.
He's at Leipzig?
Yeah, supposedly.
I thought he was at Leeds. Okay, he must have went back.
He might have, or maybe this is, I don't know. But Weston, and we talked about McKennie, Juventus, Kellen Costa at Leeds. Defenders, you got another one, Dest. So Gino Dest over at AC Milan. And Tony Robinson, Fulham. Chris Richard, Crystal Palace. Matt Turner, not him. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's the Forest goalkeeper. I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are big clubs. I mean,
yeah.
So I think now, which is odd on how things are going, I think now you have more, American players playing abroad,
overseas.
Yeah. These are big names not playing like an MLS. Where maybe
that's true.
Still competitive, but it's not international. You know what I mean? But and then back then, you had maybe like a collective, like some folks like the big names like the Donovans and those guys playing, international, but everybody else was like an MLS.
And everybody else is an MLS,
which is weird, right? So we're playing more international, but collectively, we suck ass.
Yeah.
So what's happening there?
I mean, there was that. So Belgium beat us 5-2, and then we just lost to Portugal. A Ronaldo-less Portugal last night. 2-0. So, I don't know. And I'm looking at these ratings on the app that I use, and there's only one. They do a scale of 1 to 10. Only one of them is higher than 7. So that's pretty bad. But I don't know. Maybe this is not the final team. Maybe something will click now that everybody's locked in. I don't know, but like all the other teams are finally locked in, and we know who we're playing. And maybe the film study will start now. But the problem is that there's still, most of the leagues in Europe, you got about 7 to 8 games, in the league. But the MLS is in like full swing. I get it. It's going to pause, but I don't know. I'm just not. I don't have a good feeling about the. Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about the U.S. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want the U.S. I would love. I don't want my wife to hear me say this, but I want the U.S. to win the damn World Cup. I really do. I really do. But I just don't. I can't see it happening. I just can't. And that's so upsetting. Of course, I've never gone into a World Cup thinking, "Hey, we're gonna win this," but we got to at least get out of the group. We're hosting. We got to get out of the group. Yeah, well, we're co-hosting. We got to get out of the group.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we do. I mean, obviously, we hope that happens. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe Pochettino wasn't the guy. Maybe it's the the guy. I don't know. He's seen this squad or these players, and he can't put the team together to get some wins here. We're gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be okay. I'm trying to find the list of teams or nations that did qualify, but I lost it.
Oh, you mean in this last round?
Yeah, in the last round, like
okay.
Bosnia. Do you have that?
Yeah.
I'm just curious who made it through in this international break.
I got it. So we got. Let's see. So Bosnia beat Italy.
Yep.
Got that. Sweden defeated Poland, which is crazy. Robin Lewandowski will not be going to the World Cup.
Oh, man.
Wait,
no Poland?
No Poland.
Wow.
Poland's out.
That's also big news.
That is big news.
Breaking news. I'm just kidding.
Czechia or Czech Republic, depending on your preference.
Czechoslovakia, in my day.
They're in. Yep. They beat Denmark. And then Kosovo lost to Turkey. I really wanted Denmark to win that because there's a Stuttgart player that's Danish, but he wasn't able to do it. But we got Demirovic with Bosnia, and we got Karazor with Turkey, so we're happy with that. DR Congo, they defeated Jamaica 1-0. And then, like I mentioned earlier, Iraq defeated Bolivia. That to me, that's a shock. I mean, that's not as shocking as, Bosnia beating Italy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Iraq beating Bolivia. That's pretty crazy.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and so those are some previous matches. But yeah, those are the final 6 teams that got in. So yeah, it's gonna be good. I mean, if it happens, like you said, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna happen. Again, I told you, I secretly hope that folks don't want to fly in. Because one of some of the things that are happening here that maybe some folks around the world are not huge on, but also mainly the cost. Again, who's affording to go, spend $1,000 to $6,000 and sit in the boondies. Yep. You got your flight out here, and then you got to stay somewhere. But again, people had 4 years to save up. They knew.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping folks don't come in and the seats open up for us.
Well, that's the thing. People have 4 years to save, but if you're going based off of the last World Cup, you probably have that. But if you show up with the money that you saved based on the last tickets for the last World Cup, you're not even like a third of the way there. Yeah. You're not even a third of the way there. So, oh man, yeah, I don't know. It's we could talk about that all day. It's funny. I was just thinking, this is the longest that I talked about the U.S. men's national team in a long time, probably since the last World Cup.
Yep. Well, I wish we were saying more positive things, I can't believe they squeaked in that goal to get that win in the last minute. Like, none of that stuff's happening. There's going to be a lot to talk about from here until the World Cup, which is, I think, is like, 70 days? I can't remember the last one. We did the 75-day post. I don't know how many days ago that was, but I think it's like 70 days or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So, we're getting, it's going to be here tomorrow. We're gonna wake up and
we're gonna wake up and
It's the World Cup.
Yeah.
So
and that first game is Mexico, South Africa. Yeah.
I cannot wait. Again, I'm literally getting the tingles thinking about it. Yeah. I am.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are the tingles or the shakes. I don't know what these are. So.
It's both.
Yeah. It's early. It's too early in the morning over here, and I had a margarita and a couple of very very nice IPAs. So I'm here, and I'm talking, and I remembered some names. Usually I can't come up with any names. So this is my brain.
You're good.
The brain, whatever thingies are connecting. So
they're firing.
They're firing this morning. They're firing.
Oh man, you said the shakes or the tingles, and immediately my brain was like, "That's shingles."
The shakes and the tingles. That's shingles.
Oh man.
All right. Well, I think we should take a quick breakaroo, and then when we get back, we can talk about the UEFA World Cup. Oh, we already talked about that. What's wrong with me? We just talked about it, but we can talk about some more of the international fun stuff and some big news regarding Manchester City and what that means for the top of the table and the bottom of the table,
or not even on that table.
They're at the kids' table. They've moved to the kids' table, maybe.
Exactly.
We'll see.
It'll be the kids' table.
Yeah, but we'll talk all about that when we get back.
My first thought is that we are already being condemned. So, what's happened right now, these weeks after Monday, it's happened the same what happened in UEFA. That UEFA, it was a condemned. We had already accusation, now we have just charge. Why should, in that moment when overturned the situation, what they told me before they defend the accusation from UEFA, the club proved that we're completely innocent, why should not think right now when there is not even accusation, it's just condemned, it's just charges or suggestions.
I don't know. You're a Manchester City fan.
I am.
A lot of big news. So what we know is this: that 115 charge case that Manchester City were charged by the Premier League with 115 alleged financial rule breaches covering 2009 and the 2023 to 2023. And the accusations include misreporting club finances, inflating sponsorship deals, not properly disclosing player and manager wages, and failing to cooperate with investigators. The hearings happened in December 2024. Now, they believe that there's going to be massive. They were found guilty, and there's going to be massive replications for this. So, including a 40 to 60 point deduction, which is a possible relegation to the championship, huge fines, stripping of past titles. These are some of the things that could happen, and in extreme cases, expulsion from the Premier League, which would be crazy. So this has changed everything. So, and what we do know that in the past, recently, Everton, for the same cases, was deducted 8 points in one of the seasons. Nottingham Forest this year was 4 points, and these are for like very minor single rule breaches. And Manchester City has 115. So what might happen is that they're second on the table. Arteta might get his asterisk win of the season. What are your thoughts on this, Rob? This is like my thoughts, just so because I'm so getting the tingles here. That's very exciting to me. And then every City fan who's listening to this hates me right now, but I'm wearing a red cap here. I don't know if you can tell. You can see it. And they've only became a hater only because we're so close. Like we had all those runs with Klopp and Liverpool, and City winning the league by like 1 point. Like that's where my feelings have gotten hurt. So that's how I feel. So I'm like, I'm thinking about all those years where I used to say like if there wasn't a City, we would win the league. City and Liverpool were always like way ahead. So if there wasn't a City, we would have won the league like 5. We'd be the folks that people hated. Anyway, so I'm happy about this. But what are your thoughts there, Rob? Tell us.
So as a Manchester City fan, I am appalled that these charges would even be brought up. It's just jealousy.
They grind your gears.
It's just jealousy. But as the co-host of Soccerholics, I got to say that I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, it's obvious that some of this is probably warranted. I mean, I guess we'll see. This has been going on for probably like 2 seasons at least, because even when they won the Champions League, I remember people were like, "What about the 115 charges?" I think they're gonna have to do something between now and the end of the season, because if you let the season end and then next season starts, you're really not going to be able to impose that 40 points, because then you're basically bringing it into a third season, because it'll be after that they would get relegated. So I think they give them this point deduction this year before the season ends. There's 7 games left, and then Manchester City just lights it up in the freaking championship for 1 year. Holland scores 100. I was just talking to my kids about this. Holland scores 100 goals in the league because they play 46 games. And then they come back, and that'll be it. That'll be the penalty. So
Manchester City
will be gone, though.
Yeah, Pep is definitely gone, whether they relegate or not. He's gone. He's got 1 foot, 1 bald head out the door. I could see it. Manchester City they're a very rich club. They're one of the richest clubs out there. Let's call it the top 5 in the world. I don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like that's close to true.
I'm sure that is true.
Yeah, I think it is true.
100%.
It's like Chelsea, City, Liverpool, Man U, PSG, not Barcelona, but Real, and those kind of guys.
Yeah.
If they relegate and they still have all this money, do they lose players? Do you think there's clause there? I know sometimes there's contractual clauses where like I can't play in the championship, so I gotta move on. Like
there definitely
that happens?
is. I think 100% that happens. Some of those people are going to leave. Now Holland, I don't know. I haven't seen the details.
He's like a 10-year.
He signed a 10-year,
yeah.
But I think that 10-year is if they're in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
He's too big. I mean, you can't. He's too big for the championship. I cannot.
Yeah.
So here's another question: if they lose a Holland and they lose some of these players, Pep leaves. Are they tearing it up in the championship, or are they struggle to come back?
I think they still would be. I think you put Doku in the championship, and he's going to score like 25 goals easily. Goalkeeping, I don't know. I can't imagine Donnarumma in the championship, but that would just be crazy. But even like Phil Foden, imagine Phil Foden in the championship. Yeah. Yes, they would probably lose 5 to 6 games in the season, but I think they would still win it. It's just a different trophy that they don't have yet, and. But yeah, it is hard to see, but I think it has to happen because they're not going to take trophies back. The main issue with getting relegated, though, is the loss of revenue, because once you go into the championship, you don't have that 130 million or whatever it is from the TV deal, but you do get parachute payments. Not that they're really going to need it, but maybe they will, because part of the reason that they're in this predicament is because of, some financial irregularities. But I think if, let's say they can keep that same team together for one season, and they're just like, hey, redo your contracts. One season we'll play in the championship, and then you'll have to go play against Stoke and Leicester or whatever.
Wrexham and City.
Yeah, Wrexham. Yeah. That'd be crazy. But they're going to tear it up. They would still tear it. They'll still sell out at home. They'll sell out on the road because everybody would want to come see, even if it's a Pepless Man City. But I hope it doesn't happen. But I think it kind of at this point has to, because one of the things that I saw was that they're like failing to like cooperate with the investigation. Yeah. And Chelsea just did that. Chelsea got like a $10 million fine or something. They can't sign any academy players or something like that. And they did get a transfer ban, but it's suspended. So I think they were giving up information to the Premier League. Man City's like, sue us for it.
Sue me.
Yeah. So they're not cooperating, but allegedly they're not cooperating. Yeah. I don't know. But
yeah. For me, it's one of those I'll believe it when I see it scenarios. Something's going to happen, and it's going to be like 11-point ban. And they still make Champions League, and
Yeah, and I don't think they're able to like appeal this. Yeah. Once the penalty comes down, whatever it is, I don't think they can appeal it. So,
but there's also like they make a lot of money. Like City makes a lot of money, and they make the Premier League a lot of money. So there's maybe also incentive to keep them in the league. So like to have one of your top teams that are pulling in all this money. You got a huge fan base, global fan base, in this league, and it's what makes people go to watch that league is the teams, right?
Yeah,
and supporting the team. So if you get a major team out of the Premier League, there might be again some incentives to go. Maybe we don't give them a 60-point ban. Maybe it's like a 5,
20 points. Yeah. Something where they wouldn't get
or like Pep's got to leave, and we'll remove 50 points from the ban. He was leaving anyway. Like some BS
something like that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't see it happening. I do not see them relegating. I do not see them like any of that stuff.
I do. I think they're going to make an example of them. The issue too is that financial fair play, the FFP, that's not a thing anymore. They're on their second like cost control thing. So it was before this one. It was, I forget the name of it now, but now they're on to SCR, which is a squad cost ratio, and it's basically saying that you can only spend X amount of money of the revenue that you have coming in on players' wages and whatever else. This FFP thing was something completely different. They don't even use that anymore. So I think that's, while they did break the rules allegedly during this time period, FFP is not a thing anymore. I don't think anybody really cares. But, the Liverpool fans, Man U fans, and Tottenham fans, they definitely care. Yeah.
It would certainly save Tottenham. It would save Tottenham. I mean, they're in the relegation battle.
100%.
I don't think anything can save Wolves at this point.
It would potentially keep Tottenham in the league. Yeah. I don't think there's any saving Tottenham. Their coach just left.
You almost made me do a spit take with my coffee there. There's no saving Tottenham.
There's no saving them. But yeah, they just lost another coach. Yep. I mean, he had some personal issues too. I guess his father had passed away. But yeah, yeah. And like I said, people, I'm still sticking to it. If Wolves finds a way to stay in the league, I will shave my head.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I believe it when I see it. See you with the bald head. I can't imagine it.
Right? Yeah.
I think you should bring it back. I forgot to tell you that over the weekend, pretty late in the evening, I had a couple of beers and I started watching some of the old Soccer Stupid stuff, but specifically the episodes where you were on, like you were like the first guest of that show. Yeah. It was really fun. It was a lot of fun. I was cracking up. It was kind of it was weird too. It was like during like COVID, and so it was like we were talking about like COVID-y things and like I don't know. It was kind of funny. But you had hair also, like at least in the first one, was you came back later, but in the first one you had hair. Bring it back, man. Yeah. Just bring it back. Do a João. Where I did,
because that was when I left the army, and I had I didn't shave my head for like a long time.
Do one of these.
A haircut.
Do one of these. Just bring it in.
Oh man, yeah. My hair has never been that long, ever. I think the longest it's ever been is about maybe what is that, like 3.5 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a really funny photo of my son and I that my mom took during COVID, where our hair was both just giant,
just wild.
And eventually, I had we've been going to I call her a beautician. We've been going to the same beautician since I want to say now it's been about 15 years, but we actually had her come
to
in
the house.
Yeah, we did like a barbecue.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We invited her to that, and then she cut her hair outside in the backyard. Like,
that's cool.
All masks on.
She was masked
outdoor,
up. Yeah, I was just about to ask
haircut.
that. Yeah.
I was like, we got to do this. I can't live this way anymore.
That's funny.
And she was like, yeah, I'll do it. I thought that was pretty great. But I got to show you this picture. It's ridiculous. We both have this just like ridiculous hairdos, and they're not even hairdos. They're just like they're hair don'ts for sure. For sure.
Oh, see, I was towards the. Well, when COVID started, I was living in Texas already. Yeah. And Texas was treating it like it didn't even happen, basically. There was no COVID times really in Texas.
Oh,
crazy times.
It is crazy
come
times.
A long way.
And there's what's another crazy thing that's happening is the international break is finally over. Upcoming this weekend is some of the league stuff. An FA Cup game that I guess we should get into the tingles part of our podcast here. Speaking of City, they play my Liverpool. What are your thoughts? And by the way, it's at 4:45 a.m. this Saturday. PST.
That's crazy.
So will I wake up? Will I not wake up? I think I have to. I think it's one. I think it's one of those games that I got to get up for, and I'll just get a nap in.
Yeah, there you go.
Immediately afterwards. Yeah.
I'm thinking, I don't know. That's kind of a toss-up. I mean, I would give the advantage to City probably just because they're playing at home. Yeah. But that's kind of a toss-up. I mean, City's coming off of their huge Carabao Cup win against Arsenal.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw a Manchester City player on Monday. Semenyo plays for Ghana.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He played the full 90, too. No, he didn't score. Okay. He had a couple of opportunities too, but he didn't.
Yeah, but it's cool you saw him live. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he's fast. That guy is fast.
I don't know how I feel about that game. We're just so inconsistent. We can be scoring. It could be a 5-0 in a Champions League game, and then we're losing to like Wolves or whatever. So I kid you not. I mean, it's like we tied against Tot. We're talking about a relegating. Tot, and we're tying against them. So like we're so inconsistent. So I'm definitely not walking into the City game going, yeah, we're gonna do this. I think it will be competitive. I can see a 0-0, 0-0 situation. But I think City take it. My prediction is 2-1 City.
2-1. So remember, Salah just said that he's leaving Liverpool. So maybe he just plays.
That was some breaking news we should have started the pod with, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Breaking
it's upsetting.
Salah's leaving at the end of the season.
Yeah, that's pretty upsetting. I'm interested to see where he'll land.
Don't remind me.
I think he'll go to Saudi. I know I saw some stuff about Miami, but I think he'll go to Saudi.
I saw him.
Why not?
I saw him. Yeah, there's a lot. They always do that, and again, it's always my thing. Is like when won't believe it until they're wearing the jersey. I'm not going to believe anything that's on the internets because like it's always a total BS. But yeah, I see him going to Saudi, and I knew we knew he was leaving, but to hear the news that he actually is leaving, it's it's very it's end of an era. like it's like I saw a thing where it's like it was sort of like how a callback to how it used to be with the it was like Sadio Mane, Bobby Firmino, and Salah. Like that was the golden
that
years.
team was unstoppable.
Yeah. I loved like I used to literally be done with the game with just buzzing and tell my family like I think I in love with this team. You know what I mean? Like it was so it was so wonderful. So those are just some of the flashbacks that I'm kind of having with Salah leaving. I don't see myself jumping in the. So I do watch Egypt whenever they play, whether it's a friendly or whatever. I do want to get my Salah in. I might jump over to Saudi a little bit just to watch him for some, but I think it's going to fizzle out. And if he goes there, then I probably won't end up watching any of the games. Because I did that for Neymar, I did that for Ronaldo. Like, oh, let's check it out, watch a game. Sadio Mane, But
it only lasts
fizzled out
bit.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah. I watch like the random game that comes on, but for the most part, because some of the stadiums, it's like there's no crowds. I don't know. And I'm sitting at home, so I want to hear that noise and see that excitement. And,
But these huge stars, come here, come to MLS, and they are coming here. We had very recent breaking news again. The Frenchman,
Antoine Griezmann.
Antoine Griezmann is over at where'd he go to? Miami, not Inter Miami, but he went over to Orlando, right?
Oh, it's Orlando, right?
Did I get that right? God, we're the worst. We're the worst. I'm the worst. You look it up.
What's funny? I sent that to you too. Yeah. Now I don't remember it. I sent it. And I don't remember it at all.
You brought the news to me, and we both forgot the news. But he went over there. I think there was a thing about Casemiro. He might be going to Manchester City. I mean, not Manchester City. FC Miami as well. I saw him again. Until he's wearing the jersey, I don't believe it. But there's apparently it's done. He's signed, and he's going over to FC Miami. I keep forgetting their name. The Inter Miami.
Inter Miami.
Yeah, with Messi and everybody.
I can't find this fast enough.
Come on, Griezmann.
I'm trying.
With some of my tingles, I would say definitely that FA Cup game. I'm going to be very tired. It's at 4:40 AM PST this Saturday. Let's see. I'm looking at some of these.
Yes, Orlando City. Sorry, took me forever, but it is Orlando City.
I was right. Yeah. How dare you? How dare you, Rob? Trust me once in a while. I have the answers.
I just couldn't remember. I don't remember seeing him in like the purple.
Yeah, no, I remember. Well, I remember because I remember thinking like, oh, it wasn't Inter Miami, with Messi and everybody and Suarez. But one game too that I had the tingles is Orange County Soccer Club at the. I forgot their stadium name right now. My brain is not braining anymore. But I might be physically going to that game, which means you will only be one game up on me if I go this Saturday. And I think I am going to do it. I think I am going to do it.
You should.
Just for the competition. Just for
100%. You should.
And they play. Who do they play? I think it's like Phoenix. I want to say Phoenix. Let's look it up. Shall we? Let's look it up. Yeah, they're playing.
So I showed you that long list of games that are potential for me. Maybe I'll go to a game on Friday. We don't know.
New Mexico United.
You
might go on Friday.
I may just find a game.
Rob's wife. Or if you're listening to this right now, I think he sees too many games. I think you two, need more time together. Like at a restaurant this Friday. Don't let this Rob guy run the world and go to games all the time.
What was it on Sunday?
I want to know. By the way, I want to hear. I want you to text
what
me.
She says.
She heard the pod and she won't let me go.
Well, she was suggesting on Sunday that we do like a trip somewhere, and then her and my daughter go off and go shopping, and I take the boys to a soccer game. So, yeah. She's feeding my habit.
This is Rob. This is Rob. This is not helping me at all.
Oh, yeah.
What are your tingles this week? I think I saw some Stuttgart situations.
Oh, 100%. We are hosting Borussia Dortmund. They're in second place right now. I think they're 8 points clear of us. We have not lost to them, I'll say. And I want to say like 6 games. Actually, I think we've beaten them like 5 out of the last 4. And then that 5th one, I think we drew. So they're not a scary team to us anymore. We got guys that will be coming back off of qualifying for the World Cup high. So, Dennis Undav, I expect him to have at least a goal in this game. And I'm predicting Stuttgart 3, Dortmund 1. That's what I'm predicting.
I can see that
right now.
I feel like anytime I tune into a Stuttgart game, it is like a 3-0, 3. Oh yeah, you got 4 goals in every time. And again, I think the success this season is because I started tuning in.
I'm sure, 100%. The more eyes, the better. I'm just hoping that the field was pretty tore up the other day because it was raining and it was kind of nasty. Hopefully the field is still solid. What is it? The game's on Saturday. Yeah, so hopefully I should get to watch that one. It's Easter weekend here, so we're going to be going to Stuttgart anyway.
When is Easter? Is that the 4th?
Sunday the 5th.
Oh, good. I thought I was going to ruin my going to the game on Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
So good. Oh, good.
Yep.
I would definitely get but it's Easter.
Yeah. The Easter bunny likes footy.
Yeah, right.
Footy, bunny. That's funny. Rabbit's foot, rabbit footy.
Keep going.
I also got on here just because they destroyed them in the first leg of the Copa del Rey, and I think they finished the second leg 0-0, I think. Atletico Madrid hosting Barcelona. Ooh. Antoine Griezmann again in that game. I don't think this one is going to go as well for Atletico. I think Barcelona's probably going to take this. That game's also on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see if I watch that one. I guess the Stuttgart game is late.
It'll be late for you.
Match.
Usually those games are like noonish Saturday my time.
Yeah, the Stuttgart game, I think it's 7:30 here. So it might be 10 something your time, I think.
It's getting complicated. We had our what do you call it?
Daylight savings while I was there.
And while you were here, when you were here, we went to the game. And then you are now experiencing the German daylight savings. So it's like, we're like, what time should we do the pod?
What time is it over there?
What time is it over here? So, yeah. I hope you're okay. I hope you're getting enough sleep.
No, I haven't been. This has completely destroyed me.
Seriously,
it's bad.
Stop. I'm voting for stop the clock, man. No more of this.
The EU was talking about like years ago, like 10 years ago, getting rid of it.
We talk about it every time, every voting cycle. It's brought up. I'm team stop the clock. Stop the clock. Absolutely,
we really should.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I put 2 additional tingles on here. They're all Serie A games. I did these notes up before Italy got knocked out of the World Cup, but I got Inter hosting Roma, and then Napoli. Kevin De Bruyne is back.
Yeah,
hosting AC Milan. So I think both of those should be solid games. Those are both on. Well, no, the Inter Roma is on Sunday. Napoli AC Milan is on Monday.
Maybe some of the Italians on those teams will be rejuvenated or depressed as hell. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like,
I don't want to play this game. I don't want to play this game. Very strange. Very strange that they won't be in this World Cup that's coming up this summer, June. Crazy times.
Yep.
What do you say? We got episode 18 in the bag. If we were listening, most of feel free to go. Psych! I'm gonna stay another season, and I'll be there.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice. I'd be a happy man.
Yep.
Just at the right at the end, like right at the press conference, he just goes psych, and then he walks.
That would be crazy.
And he stays, renews it for one more year. But I think the episode's in the bag.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for listening. We hope your teams win, unless they're playing ours. See you next week.
Ciao for now. Hey there, soccer fans. If you liked today's episode, what should they do, Rob? What should they do?
If you like listening to us and you're a soccerholic,
We're available on all podcast platforms and apps. Leave us a review. Leave us a like. Leave a comment on Apple Podcasts. And don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about us. The more people we got listening, the greater the podcast can be.
Do it. Because we don't have any friends. Okay? So you do it.
Aguero!